We're on our way into the Forest City Comic Con. We just got here. It is now, what time is it, guys? Okay, it is 9:40. Okay. So we're gonna be running some demos today. We'll get ourselves set up in a bit, and then we're gonna walk around, show you guys the convention, and hopefully we'll get a few. If there are some people who are free, we'll do some quick interviews and see what we can do. Hey guys, back with another video. Today we're just gonna go over our trip to Forest City Comic Con. So we were invited by Project Play and Sen-Foong Lim, a designer, to come run some demos as part of Cool Mini or Not's demo team. So this is just me going through the dealer's room right now, just to show you guys what they have. We had never been here before, so this was sort of a new experience for us. We had a great time. We got to, just play some games with everyone for the whole day. Got to check out the dealer's room here, and there were some pretty awesome costumes in the halls and throughout the exhibit as well. So for this convention, I actually got a new camera just in time for it. I picked up the GoPro Hero 4. I found it on sale. It was a pretty good deal, so I decided to get one, thinking I would use it for future videos and other things as well. As you can see, me walking, it's still a little bit shaky. I don't know, maybe I wasn't using it right. I did buy one of the stabilizer kind of sticks, but we'll see what issues, come up and how we can fix it moving forward. I think there were some audio issues later too. So I'm actually just showing, as I said, I'm just showing the dealer's room here. And then we're gonna check out the board games room. And then we've got a few, mini interviews lined up. This is actually one of the cool things that I saw, these artists, these prints that they were selling. I thought they were very well done. Yeah, we got some sort of a free print to take with us. Over there, here's this photo op and autograph opportunity. That's Billy West right there. And the spot next to it that is empty, I believe, was supposed to be for Wink Yahoo. I see him later, but he's just not here. And then this is one of the Optimus Prime replicas. And then from here, we're actually gonna just go downstairs, where we're gonna take a look at where we spent most of our day. So this is where we spent the majority of our time, in the board games room. So I'm going to do a quick sweep of the room just to show you guys how it is and what people were playing. They had a board games library that people could just check games out of. Right here we've got Dead of Winter. And if people had any questions or needed help or just even an idea of what to play, the Project Play members were there to help out. They're in the red shirts as you see here. And the other side of the room, we have the tabletop RPG section. And over to my left right here was the Play It to Win It contest, where if you were to play these games, your name would get entered into a raffle, and then you had a chance to win it the next day. So one of the surprises of the convention was that the creator of 5 Minute Dungeon was here, promoting his game that was currently on Kickstarter. So I got to see how the game works and how it plays. It was funny because I was actually talking to a friend the day before the convention. We were actually talking about this game. And then, I'm running my demos. The next thing you know, I look over and I see the game itself. So I figured we'd take this opportunity, just speak to the creator and ask him a few questions just to get an idea, just to get a better idea of the game. And he was more than happy to help us out, and we're going to see a little clip of that right in a few seconds. Alright, hey guys, I'm here with Connor Reid. We're looking at 5 Minute Dungeon.
So I actually heard about this yesterday. We were just talking about it, and then lo and behold, we come here, and I look over, to our left while running demos, and we go, what? Oh, 5-minute dungeon. So, I figured I'd ask Connor if he could take a few minutes just to tell us a bit about the game, and I'll let him take it away.
Thanks. 5-minute dungeon is a cooperative real-time dungeon. So everyone is working together to get through a dungeon in literally 5 minutes. So we developed a timer app that keeps track of everything for you. It counts down every minute, it yells at you. The main idea of 5-minute dungeon is you have a dungeon boss, and then you have a bunch of things in his way. Your goal as a group of adventurers are to defeat all of the things in the dungeon and the dungeon boss. So the way you do that is you have a hand of cards that will have some symbols on them, and you will flip over the top card of the dungeon, and it will also have some symbols on it. So everyone will have their own hand of cards, and anyone can play at any time. There's no turns. So everyone is just trying to find, okay, I've got the shield, okay, I've got the shield, and then someone else would come in with, okay, well, I've got the sword. And so you get those, got that, flip over the next one. And so it's this really frantic 5-minute game. So if you can get through all of these cards and defeat the boss in 5 minutes, you defeated the first dungeon. And then there are 4 more dungeons to get through. So it's a real quick, fast, really easy to learn game because at its core it's matching different symbols. There are some variety of cards. There's some action cards that will allow you to do various things, but at its core it can be played with anyone as young as 8.
No, that's really good. I mean, I've got younger cousins, when I go over to their place, I'm always trying to figure out what games should I bring, yes. Not, some of the games we have, we can't bring some of it. Like some of the heavier games, yeah. Nothing against those games, it's just, I want to bring something that's lighter for my kids.
We very much view this as kind of a transition game, like here's an introduction to kids for something that is a little bit more hardcore, but at the same time is as frantic and fun enough for like adults to play that it's not bogged down by by mechanics. It's very
so this is currently on Kickstarter.
Yes.
You guys started on the 1st, and you guys are running till the end of the month, correct?
Correct.
And there's 2 versions of the game, or
so essentially the difference is there's a version that exists where it's this box, and then there's a version like this where it's that box cover. The insides are the same. It's just 2 different box covers. One of them, this one, Kickstarter exclusive. So it's more just if people care about exclusivity, then they would get the.
And you're giving it on the cover. It's not like they're missing certain cards.
Exactly. Yeah. No content specific. It's just $5 you want a cooler looking box.
Right.
That's all.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time there we go. Thank you for taking the time to come talk to us. What's the best way to contact you if anyone has any questions about the game?
Probably sending an email to info@Wiggles3D would make sense, or just sending us messages on our Facebook page, Twitter, the Kickstarter page itself.
So it sounds like you guys are everywhere, so no problem.
Yeah, just type in Wiggles3D or type in 5-minute dungeon and then yell at whoever shows up.
Perfect.
Well, it'll hit us.
Right.
We'll find it.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for your time. This is Connor Reid with 5-Minute Dungeon, and we're at Forest City Comic Con. I'll see you guys later.
Another great part about the trip was that once we were done our demo sessions, we actually sat down and played some games ourselves. So we're actually playing Junk Art with Sen-Foong Lim, who is one of the designers of the game. He's also worked on other titles such as Belfort, Train of Thought, and there's a new one coming out called Rock, Paper, Wizard. So here's my friend James, and he's just trying to, I believe the one we're playing right now is sort of the elimination one. So when him and Sen are the only 2 people left. This was sort of a nice part. It's always nice to go, when you head to a convention, you get to meet the designer that, made the game, and you get to talk to them about stuff. For this one, I ended up getting my friend's copy of Train of Thought signed as well. So, just as with Connor, Sen was nice enough to just grant me just a small interview. We just spoke a little bit about, what he's done, his future work, and just about the convention itself.
Hey guys, I'm here with Sen-Foong Lim. He actually invited me here today to run some demos, but I figured we'd get in a quick mini interview before you head out. So I guess maybe if you could give a description of yourself, what you do.
Sure. My name is Sen-Foong Lim. I'm a board game designer. I design games like Belfort, Godfather, New Dawn. But wait, there's more. Akatiri, whole bunches of games. I'm a professor at Fairchild College here in London, Ontario. Where we're here for Forest City Comic Con 2016.
So this is actually our first time here. So could you tell me just a little bit maybe about what Project Play?
Oh yeah, okay. So today is Forest City Comic Con merged with Project Play. A couple of years ago, they kind of joined forces. Project Play is a charitable organization that uses the funds raised to buy toys and games and stuff for children who are lacking that for whatever reason. So community shelters, women's shelters, things like that. They'll buy the toys so that kids that don't have the opportunity to play because of whatever life circumstances they have will get toys. And so that's a big part of what this is all about. And then Forest City Comic Con joined forces with them a couple of years ago to try to get a bigger audience for that idea.
No, that's great. No, and I've seen you around today. You've been running demos.
Yeah.
You even had a panel.
Yeah, I had a panel on playtesting.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as a playtester, I guess I should have went, but we were just struggling. I'll message you and just get some information later.
Okay.
But lastly, I wanted to ask, about future projects.
Sure.
What are you excited? What are you working on? What are you excited to?
What we're working on right now is Powers. So Powers is a comic book by Brian Michael Bendis and Michael Avon Oming. So Brian Michael Bendis is the guy who writes any of the Marvel Universe movies that you've seen. He's probably had a bit of a thing about writing parts of those. So he's a very popular writer. And then it's a comic book about a cop and his partner. And the cop used to have superpowers. And in the world that they're in, they actually take care of superpowered crimes and will arrest, criminals who have superpowers, but they don't have superpowers themselves. So it's a really interesting story that way. It's a one against many hidden movement game that has a system we call the shift system, which is kind of like a legacy system, but not really. There's no ripping apart. And so it's just a progressive escalation of power and items as you develop the game. It's kind of neat.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time. I mean,
Thanks for coming.
Definitely. I think if there's any more, people can look you up on PC.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What's a good way to, people have questions. What would be a good way to contact you?
Twitter is easy. So at Sen-Foong Lim, anything like Senfoonglim is my Twitter handle, or on BGG is fine too. You can look me up on BGG.
Great. Okay. Well, thanks for your time.
No, thanks very much. No.
And yeah.
And that about wraps up our coverage for Forest City Comic Con Project Play. Once again, I want to thank Sen-Foong Lim and Chris McInnes for having us. We had a great time, got to meet a lot of new people, play some games with everyone. If you're from the London area, I would definitely recommend coming to the convention for next year. We're definitely going to be here next year. And if you guys do have the opportunity, I would suggest checking out the 5-Minute Dungeon Kickstarter. Thanks, and have a good day.